Apple is facing new pressure to help curb what's being called children and teens' addiction to its smartphones. Two influential investors are asking the tech giant to make changes to its software so parents can limit their children's phone use. A survey last year found 58% worry about the impact of social media on their child's physical and mental health. Anna Werner is here with the investors' push for change. Anna, big news.
Yeah, good morning, Bianna. Much like you can set your TV to restrict what your kids watch, well, now leading Wall Street activists believe they can profit by asking Apple to apply the same concept to its smartphones. And while Apple does offer features that give parents some control over their their kids' iPhones, critics say it's not enough.
Like all kids, they are glued to their smartphones as much as possible.
When Mark Love noticed his children spending too much time on their smartphones, he created this, a wooden box to restrict technology during certain hours.
For 20 minutes or an hour or whatever, they're not in sight.
Love has sold more than 1,200 boxes worldwide, but despite its popularity, he doesn't think it's an end-all solution.
I really hope that a company like Apple or Google can find a way out or another path.
Love is not alone. In a letter sent to Apple, two of the company's major investors, Jana Partners and the California State Teachers Retirement System, say there's a clear need for Apple to offer parents more choices and tools to help them ensure that young consumers are using your products in an optimal manner. Wall Street Journal reporter David Benoit says the shareholders' call to action is to protect Apple's bottom line from backlash.
The way that Jana would hope it works is Apple does respond. Apple says, we're well aware of this could be an issue. We are going to tweak the phone. We're going to make it the best phone you can buy your kids.
More than half of parents surveyed say their child is attached to their phone or tablet. Further studies showed that screen time is associated with higher levels of obesity, shorter attention spans, and higher rates of depression.
Our teams have been hard at work for years.
Tim Cook has talked about corporate social responsibility as Apple's CEO. But Benoit says more pressure on tech companies to become better corporate citizens won't happen unless investors pile on.
In order for Jana and CalSTRS to kind of get their way, they're going to need a lot of other investors in Apple to stand up and say, we think this is serious.
Well, these two investment groups together control only about a $2 billion stake of Apple's nearly $900 billion market value, according to the Wall Street Journal. However, that's not stopping them from also asking Apple to study the impact of excessive phone use on mental health. Apple did not respond to our request for comment, but for a lot of parents, this is an obvious issue.
An issue now and will be for some time to come.
Changes our lives, yeah.
I think it's good. Thank you.
Thanks, Anna.